All right, welcome back, everybody. We all know the Cowboys made a pretty big coaching change, and that's what we're diving into today.
Yeah, lots to unpack there.
For sure. Bringing in Brian Schottenheimer, definitely got people talking. Long history as offensive coordinator, but this is his first head coaching job, right? In the NFL, I mean.
I know.
So before we get too far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Absolutely. Helps us out a lot.
Now, when you look at Schottenheimer, I guess it's interesting that Jerry Jones went this route. Someone in the system, but not at the top, you know?
Right. Been around the league a long time, though. Can't take that away from him. Think about his work with quarterbacks, especially Russell Wilson back in Seattle.
Oh, man, that Seahawks offense was something else. Always putting up points. Schottenheimer really seemed to get how to use Wilson's, unique skill set, let's say.
Exactly. And that's what makes this hire so interesting for Dallas, potentially. Dak's shown he can be that elite playmaker, but it's the consistency, right?
Yeah, Schottenheimer can unlock that. Cowboys offense could be scary good, but got to address the elephant in the room here. The guy's never been a head coach before.
True.
Last time the Cowboys took a chance on a first-timer, Dave Campo. Didn't exactly set the world on fire, did he?
Well, Cowboys do tend to lean towards experience at head coach, that's fair. But a fresh perspective has its advantages too. No baggage of past failures at that level, brings in new ideas, maybe shakes things up a bit.
True. And can't forget, the guy comes from, let's say, a strong coaching lineage. Marty Schottenheimer, his dad, Hall of Famer, knows how to win.
Absolutely. That kind of background, you can't just dismiss it. Brian's made his own way, but you got to figure he picked up the thing or two along the way.
And look, you got to consider where the Cowboys are coming from too. McCarthy, 3 straight, 12-5 seasons. That's not chopped liver, but no playoff success.
The divisional round, 3 years in a row. For folks who don't follow the playoffs that closely, that's the second round. So close, but never quite over the hump.
And that's ultimately what did McCarthy in. So Schottenheimer comes in, talented team, but underachieving, right? The pressure cooker is on day one, especially with Jerry Jones. He wants to win and win NOW.
Almost 30 years without a Super Bowl appearance in Dallas. The fans are restless. They want a ring.
And that brings us to the big question. What kind of offense are we going to see? Schottenheimer's done it all. Run heavy, pass happy. Depends who he's got, it seems like.
Adapting to your players, that's coaching 101. Cowboys have Dak, strong O-line, talented receivers. It's all there. Just got to see how he puts it together.
So are we going to see that high-flying attack like in 2023? They led the league in scoring that year. Or does he go more balanced? Tough to say right now.
Too early to tell. But one thing's for sure, the Cowboys have the pieces to be a very potent offense. Schottenheimer is the key, though. Can you make it all click?
And let's not forget the defense. Matt Eberflus, potentially coming in as coordinator. He's got history with the Cowboys, right? And he's known for, let's say aggressive defenses. Lots of blitzing.
Adds another layer to this whole thing, doesn't it? How do those styles mesh? Eberflus's defense with Schottenheimer's offense? Clash or complement each other? We'll see.
Could be a huge factor in their success.
Yeah.
Definitely could be an interesting season. A lot of pieces in place for a compelling year, that's for sure.
It's going to be fun to watch it unfold, that's for sure. You got experience versus the unknown, the Schottenheimer legacy, and then you have the Cowboys, desperate for a championship. It's all right there, ready to explode.
I think the fans are ready for some fireworks. That much is certain.
It's also worth remembering they did look at other guys for the job, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Kellen Moore, their old offensive coordinator, a lot of fans like them. They talked to some other coaches, guys with head coaching experience.
So the fact they went with someone who's never done it, that says something.
Yeah.
About how much they believe in Schottenheimer.
Definitely. And don't forget, he's not coming in totally blind. He was their offensive coordinator back in 2022. So he's got a relationship with Dak already, understands what the offense can do, where they need to improve.
That's got to help making that transition to head coach. Will be interesting to see, though. Does he keep any of Moore's stuff or totally new playbook?
Well, Schottenheimer's never been afraid to, adapt. Back in Seattle, it was all about that explosive passing game. But with the Jets, much more balanced, strong running game was key.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of the Jets, that wasn't exactly a smooth ride for him, was it?
Ups and downs for sure. Offense sputtered at times. People questioned his play calling.
I remember that.
But you got to look at who he had, too. Mark Sanchez, young quarterback, still learning the ropes. Offensive line wasn't doing him any favors either.
Good point. Hard to judge a coordinator when the pieces aren't there, right?
Yep, exactly. And look, he's had success with other guys, too. More experienced QBs, Russell Wilson, Phillip Rivers. He knows how to get the best out of quarterbacks, that's for sure.
Which is exactly what Dak needs right now, coming off a down year.
Injuries were part of it, no doubt, but some shaky decision-making. Accuracy was off.
Yeah, not his best stuff.
So Schottenheimer's got to work with him, build that confidence back up, get him back to that 2023 form when he was lighting it up.
And then you throw Eberflus into the mix on defense.
Yeah.
Man, that's going to be interesting. Guy's a defensive guru, even did some head coaching himself. That blitz-heavy style, Could be a perfect fit next to Schottenheimer's offense.
Could be. Eberflus, he's all about creating turnovers, putting pressure on the quarterback. If he can do that in Dallas, takes a load off Schottenheimer and the offense.
They've got talent on both sides of the ball, that's for sure. Just got to put it all together, play to their strengths.
Easier said than done, right? Especially in Dallas. This is the Cowboys, man. History, the fans, they expect to win and win big.
Yeah, all eyes are going to be on them. Haven't won it all since '95. Those fans are hungry for another ring.
Schottenheimer, Eberflus. They've got a tall order ahead of them, but it's also a chance to leave their mark on one of the biggest franchises in sports.
New era in Dallas. We'll be watching, that's for sure.
It's a big step for Schottenheimer, not just about winning games, but stepping into this legacy. Cowboys, they've had some legendary coaches. Landry, Jimmy Johnson, set a high bar. He's got to find a way to, live up to that, but also be his own guy.
Yeah, tough balance to strike.
Yeah.
And the fans in Dallas, they're passionate, to say the least. They know their football, and they expect the best.
He's going to be under the microscope right from the start. Every decision, every play call, analyzed, debated, you name it. Media's going to be all over him. The pressure's going to be intense.
Coaching in the N.F.L, I guess, especially a team like the Cowboys. But hey, Schottenheimer's never shied away from a challenge. Felt like as a competitor, wants to win.
All those years as a coordinator, different quarterbacks, systems, it's all going to come together now. He's not just running the offense anymore. He's in charge of the whole ship.
And he's going to need all that experience to navigate this, that's for sure. The talent's there. They can win it all. But it's up to Schottenheimer to build that winning culture, get the best out of his guys.
In Dallas, making the playoffs isn't enough. Gotta get that Super Bowl ring. That's the expectation. Anything less, and it's a disappointment.
Schottenheimer knows what he signed up for. Embracing the challenge. Wants to prove he can do it on the biggest stage.
Time will tell if he can get it done. But one thing's for sure, the Cowboys are back in the spotlight. And with Schottenheimer leading the way, they're coming out swinging.
This is going to be an exciting team to watch, that's for sure. It's going to be a wild ride in Dallas this year. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll have all the latest Cowboys analysis and discussion all season long.